Why do I always
No, we
like?
ain't do no sound check.
So what?
We ain't do no sound check.
No, everything. I was here before. I was off all day.
Oh, you don't ain't worried about nothing because you do your job.
Yeah,
I don't do my job, so.
like I was
Oh,
here.
We was
All
late,
of a sudden, I'm
dude.
concerned.
We was late, DP.
I was here.
Yeah.
We was late. We was both late.
Oh no, you were. Both of you definitely were.
I can't help it, man. It's that time of the year.
Oh man, you was.
It's the most.
I
Wonderful
called,
time.
so I didn't just 100% not give a damn. I called.
Yeah, he didn't call. Yo. It's like, oh, so you just gonna throw me out there like that? Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna
sorry,
be like
buddy.
you this morning. You know, man, I'm popping. I'm on this show every week, man.
I'm a big deal out here.
True.
Man, y'all should have seen him this morning.
I am a big deal out here.
True.
He was so annoying.
Man, listen. Hey, I'm almost at 100K too.
I know.
I'm almost at 100K.
That's what's up.
That's crazy. That's
what's up.
Okay, here she go. Here she go.
My voice.
Here she go. Talk about some. I want to project like DA. Man, don't get that. Don't let that whispers in the dark voice get you tapped on. Oh, so you was on there trying to be like them, huh? Yeah, it's all fun and games until somebody tapping on that taco.
What?
I don't know what he's talking
Me either.
Oh, man, yeah, okay.
about. Like what? Yeah, I
What
don't
just
even
happened?
wanna
Act
know.
like it.
I'm gonna just
Yeah,
say.
you don't even ask. You just
Act
go.
like it.
You just keep going.
Act like it. No, not the. No, your head is your bro. Where do
don't
y'all
know.
minds be going,
never
bro?
heard
We-
Like, where do y'all
Keep going.
minds be going, bro? Y'all are nasty.
We both just tried to keep going.
Hey, y'all are nasty. Your taco is your head. It's a long story, man. Not your
Because the letters lets us tomato.
what?
Exactly. That's how we felt.
Hey, and you know what? Y'all think y'all funny too.
Oh my.
That's the
God,
crazy
DA
part.
is the only one who knew.
Like,
What
like
taco
y'all think y'all funny, and y'all ain't. I'm gonna just keep it a buck. I am the only funny person in the room. Speaking of being funny, what it do, people? I know y'all been staring at me for the last 27,000 seconds. I don't know if that's a real accurate depiction of how long y'all been staring at me, but we back. I'm here. It's DA. DP's in the building, and we have a beautiful, beautiful young woman in the room with red boots. If she waves, I'm putting her ass out.
No, I'm not
She
gonna wait.
is so notorious for waving when it's not her turn. It's crazy. These Fridays run up so quick, man, that I promise y'all I'm never doing what I need to be doing. But before we get too far into anything, let me send a huge shout out, big, huge, ridiculous shout out, man, to the Joliet West boys basketball team on their first win in regionals. Man, it was a crazy game. Them kids got busy.
That was a regional championship.
Regional championship. Man, you know a lot. Tell me what I don't know. So definitely giving them a round of applause, man, because they deserve it. I got one more round of applause, but it's a little bit personal. It hits home. My baby, Denver Joy Jimerson, boo-booed in the pot today. And when she called to tell me, I cried. I'm a proud dad. I was going to say I'm a great dad. I'm a proud dad because my baby wanted me to know that she boo-booed in the toilet. But she boo-booed in the tub like a month ago, but that's personal. We're not going to do that. She didn't get a whooping, though. Her mama just let the boo-boo go down the drain. Don't fault her mama. Her mama is not all together. Either way it goes, man. DP, what's up, man?
Man.
How you feeling?
I'm feeling like I'm ready to get started.
I would hope so.
I'm ready to go.
I mean
I needed a little extra 30 minutes to come down off the Joliet West win.
That was a very big
I'm
win
so
for them.
phony. I wasn't even there. Hey, forgive me. I'm just late.
Man, that is wild.
My
Miss
head,
Lloyd.
how you
I
feeling?
was a little late today too, but
Oh, you were supposed to act like
Everybody's
you was
fired.
ready. Okay.
Everybody's fired. I can't make this spit up, man. Meanwhile, I'm in here losing my mind, running around like a chicken with my head cut off. Oh, wait, I wasn't. I was at the game, too. But I wasn't late. Either way, man, it's been a very fast, productive week. Very fast and productive. I'm learning how to do so much stuff, man. I'm proud of me. I'm learning how to argue on social media without offending anybody. I'm proud of me. Make that make sense. I'm learning how to be a top level executive a-hole, but be productive. Shout out to DA. I'm 100,000 strong on a video that I put up on YouTube. Not YouTube, on TikTok. I think I'm only like 10,000 on YouTube, whatever. It didn't go crazy on YouTube, but that's a big, no, 2,000, not 10,000. Whoa, speak that into existence, buddy. That 10,000. I'm 100,000 strong on TikTok, and I'm going to keep these videos coming, man. I appreciate y'all for the support that y'all been pouring out into these reaction videos. Shout out to Greg Robinson, man. He really came at me today when I called and asked for his permission. If y'all don't know who Greg Robinson is, he is one part of N4L video reactions. When I got into the podcasting game, he was a huge attribute to me, man, helping me do things and learn things about this game that I didn't know, man. And so when I had somebody reach out and ask me to do a reaction video for them, I thought it was only right that I reach out to my man, like, because that's his lane. I am huge on not crossing over into somebody's lane, because if it's not my lane, it's not my lane. But Greg Robinson, shout out to him, man. He supported the whole thing. So I'll be dropping a reaction video to Gambino's. I don't know which one it is yet. Devin Tyler's got a video coming. And then I'm going to be doing the Wayne joint, the Can't Nobody. Have you heard that yet, Dennis?
Can't Nobody Love Me. That's Shaka Khan, right? No?
Yeah, no, you missed, buddy. It's like
it
wasn't even close to funny.
What song is that?
Like when I
That's
say,
the only Ain't Nobody I know.
Like when I say, I didn't say Ain't Nobody. Wayne said Can't Nobody. It's a new joint dropped today.
God.
Wayne got busy on this joint. I think Wayne is back. I don't think there is a question of who is the best rapper in the world, because he is. Mayette, what type of week did you have, sweetheart?
It was super busy, but it was very enlightening.
What was enlightening about it?
I'm really upping. I'm always talking about business. But
Level
I'm really
up.
upping my business knowledge.
Level up.
I've been in my boutique for 2 years now, so like it's time to get the backdoor automations together.
Okay.
Trying to get my selling game tight, like follow ups. Like
You selling dope? That was too much because the feds watching. Because you fresh as hell, so the feds must be watching. I apologize for anybody who didn't know that she was selling dope.
No.
No, you're not selling dope.
Life insurance.
Well, talk about that then.
To the community. I'm bringing money back into the community. I'm trying to create generational wealth. I'm trying to take care of families because we have a lot of violence in the city. So we need to be getting something together to make sure our people are taken care of.
We got to hide something. I don't know if it's violence. I'm just high half the time. I don't know what's going on in the city. I just like to be high, bro. On life, of course.
On life, yes.
You know what I'm saying? Miss Lloyd is definitely going crazy with selling the insurance. If you don't have life insurance, man, she is tagged in this post on Facebook. She is a friend of mine on all social media platforms. Find her, please. If you don't have life insurance, people, step your game up. People die early all the time. DP, it's your turn now. It's okay. We got to pull up Miss Lloyd, man. We got to pull up Miss Lloyd.
I'm actually speaking to that. Like, when we were running into the issues of, well, it ain't like it just ended, but I thought that would be one of the biggest components to having the police stop killing black people. If everybody had life insurance, you have value. Oh, they'll slow down. Your life has value now. They don't want to pay them. They don't want to pay them policies out. So
that's a great point.
Yeah,
that's a great point.
How was your week, DP?
Man, long, but it was productive.
I think everybody had a
long and productive.
A similar week. That's a good deal.
Man, we winning around here.
Man, we big winning around here, and we not playing no games. Either way, don't want to hold y'all up, man. Let's jump right into it, man. Y'all know every week we do 3 topics. At the end of the 3 topics, we talk about what's been at the top of our minds all week. DP actually got something heavy to drop on y'all, man. He lent a little bit to me earlier in the week, and I was like, I'll argue it one way or the other. You know what I'm saying? Right, wrong, or indifferent. Just remember, no matter what I say, this shit ain't facts. It's just my opinion. That's a big deal for me right now, man.
Everything I say is a fact.
So let's jump right into this, Mr. Everything I Say is a Fact. This is a big conversation and on social media this week. For whatever reason, I got a lot of different posts from this podcast, that podcast. And the question goes, what defines a hoe? And are most people hoes and just won't admit it on both ends of the spectrum? Because that was the conversation that I was getting.
Mm-hmm.
What defines a hoe? A hoe being a promiscuous person, man, woman, individual. I don't know who wants to take this one first because I think I think it's a great conversation to be had. But yeah, shout out to Mr. Thanksgiving. Shout out to Secrets in the building. Shout out Breezy. How you feeling, man? We had a great conversation the other day. Actually, tidbit to shout out, he was in here when I began my viral quest. So I don't know if he lent anything to the video because he was just over there breathing hard and drinking my alcohol. but he was here when I did it. Either way, shout out to bruh, man. Who DP take it?
Man, what's up? Rock, paper, scissors.
No.
Man.
I have a lot of feelings about this, so I want you to go first.
All right.
I mean, if you want to, get it off your chest.
You want it?
Mm.
What
defines a whore as a man? Can a man be a whore?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I think first you have to accept it, but it's usually just someone who is having sex without discretion.
Okay.
You sleep around recklessly.
And you're just saying a person. It doesn't matter, man or woman.
Man or woman.
Okay.
If you sleep with no direction just because you're feeling this right now, you're a whore.
Tough.
And that's by a society definition.
Okay.
The majority would agree that that's the definition of a whore.
Someone who sleeps around without discretion.
Yes.
Okay.
If you mess with somebody that's in the same family or somebody in the... Because you can actually do one thing and it makes you that person too.
Isn't that just a choice, though?
It's a choice. It's a choice to be a whore. Like, you have to have discretion in the way you handle things and the way you do things. You got to be able to control your wants sometimes because everything you want isn't good for you.
Okay. That's clean. I like it.
Now go ahead.
Wait a minute. Before she goes, Breezy said a hoe gets paid for everything except sex. That's clean.
Oh, so Breezy, can you be a whore?
Whoa. Secret says not being able to control your urges, desires. Go ahead.
Can you? They're the same
thing.
They're the
Same
same.
thing.
They're not.
They're the same, Breezy.
They're not.
A whore and a hoe is not the same thing? Okay, well,
go ahead.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, she ready now.
This question kind of threw me off a little bit because maybe it's my upbringing.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's because I wasn't really raised in the U.S. most of my teen years.
Mm-hmm.
But I just feel like hoe is a society made up thing.
Okay.
I believe there are people who have been molested,
Yeah.
or touched, and have hypersexuality. I feel there are people who have mental situations and they need help with that. And a lot of the times it's expressed through having sex with a lot of people. And so I really don't, self-esteem plays into it, you
Okay.
know, and like he has said, there is a difference between a whore and a hoe. A whore gets paid. She's a prostitute.
She's professional.
She's professional. She offers this service and you pay her
Okay.
in whatever way, you know. But a hoe, I just,
Even swap is
I'm
not a swindle.
grown as hell. I'm grown. I don't believe in that anymore. Like, people got problems, people got issues, and people also have different beliefs.
Yeah.
Some people don't put their value on how many people they sleep with. Some people don't put their value on how many people touch them. So, like, I just feel like I don't even believe in that word. I don't believe in that word.
I think we're gonna have a great show because that's a 2-part question. So before I spin it back to the second part, both of you are wrong. Sucks to be you. Sucks to be you. I know I keep saying it's my opinion, but even a broken clock is right 2 times a day. I'm gonna coin that, by the way. So keep that in mind. I don't think that a man can be a hoe. I just don't, because of the stipulation from society that's put on promiscuity in a woman. If a woman sleeps around, she's deemed less than. But if a man does it by societal standing, he's considered a player, a pimp. He's put on a pedestal because of the fact It's harder for a man to get sex than it is for a woman to get sex. A woman can literally have sex with whomever she wants. But a man in that regard has to work harder than she does. So for me to get out here and just be able to do this, it's just like, hey, bro, you doing your thing. But if she lays down and welcomes anybody who so chooses, then I think that the light would be shined on her or shined. The light would shine on her in a different aspect. Go ahead, attack it.
Well, if there's such thing as hoes who sleep with anybody, why would it be hard for a man to find somebody to sleep with? She's ready. She's going. Right?
I mean, again, it's harder for a man to have sex than it is a woman. Right. A man has to jump through, several hoops. Let's say several hoops.
But those women who they don't have to jump through hoops for are usually the hoes, right?
But they're paying, though. So that's a service. So then
well,
they
who
wouldn't
says
be.
They're paying.
But you said
no,
that.
I said hoes, not horse.
Okay, so then how is he a whore if women aren't just going? I can't just walk outside, see a girl coming out of a place and
so
say.
So there wasn't that one girl in high school that everybody knew she was going?
I don't know.
And it's even.
I don't know. No, I'm serious. I don't know. Wait,
for that
where was she? Where is she now?
There's always.
I need to talk to her.
There's always one or two.
But even that girl has a guy that she won't sleep with.
Facts.
Where are you guys coming up with this stuff? Like, how do y'all know that? How do y'all know that?
Because I know some girls
you
like
know,
that.
And you know what? Maybe because I'm not a man and I've never had that situation.
Yeah.
And I'm not promiscuous and I've never been. It's kind of hard for me to connect with this question.
Right.
I'm not a judgy woman.
Oh no, we're not judging
you know
anybody. It's just it was a conversation. I'm judging you. So let me ask.
The way you live your life is nasty, man.
Based upon the definitions and the thoughts given, are most people hoes, because they're not professional and won't admit it?
I believe so.
I agree.
I believe so.
I agree.
Wholeheartedly. And like what's so funny is you'll hear them like try to like take blame or credit for it, and they'll be like, man, yeah, well, most women go through a whole phase.
Yeah. And like, women say that often, and that's where it came from.
Have you ever heard that before?
Yeah.
This is where it came from in one of the conversations, and then in another conversation, it was based on the Jonathan Majors photo. That's where I initially got wind of it. And all of these women was, and it's like 20, 30,000 comments where women just talking about what they'll do to this man. You don't even know this man.
But he's attractive to them.
So then y'all just walk around sleeping with attractive men.
Well, how does that make them a hoe by fantasizing about what they want?
Whoa. I didn't call them hoes. I said that's what the conversation stemmed.
Okay.
See, this is where you women do that one thing where y'all put words in men's mouths because you only hear what you want to respond to. I never said it.
Okay.
But you have women out here who are saying, I'll just do this to him based off of a photo. What in the God-given right of thought?
I'm not one of those type of women, so I
But you just said he was an attractive man.
Yeah, she said they think.
Yeah,
No, she said he is an attractive man.
But that wouldn't make me fantasize about what I would do to him. But that's just me personally. I'm not.
You know what my new favorite thing is? Everybody has an I story, an I point of view.
That's true.
I wouldn't do that.
Right.
I wouldn't, man. Let me go back through your timeline and find one of these pictures of Omarion doing the I got my icebox.
I think women who are under men who are attractive page talking about all the stuff they would do to him. It's not.
That's not clean. You don't like it.
And
Giving classy.
Yeah, that's not,
it's not giving self-respect. A man is, but we're gonna bring it back to last time I was here. I think a man should pursue. So
I agree 100%. Well, okay, we'll agree. Did you have something?
Yeah.
I'm just so disappointed.
What are you disappointed in?
I'm just so disappointed in how, because we'll say it's harder for men to have sex than women on average, of course.
Yes.
But it's very when you're in demand. Like, I don't know what most men go through.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not trying to, you know what I mean? Like, because I know that the majority
I'm not most men. I'm exceptional.
Yeah. I know that the majority of men don't have sex. Yeah. I know this.
What?
Oh, no.
The majority of men, they don't get it as often as you would think they do.
All.
Wow.
Yeah, no. The majority of men do not have sex at all. But then the 20% that does, this is very, very easy. Like, very, very easy. Like on like to the point where it's like a woman, like how a woman can have sex every single day. It's very, very easy to have sex for a man who's in that space.
Why are they not having sex?
Oh, because they're not in demand like that. Like I said it I don't think that it was a show that you were on, but I don't think women like good men. Most. I'm saying the majority.
Good or ugly?
Good. But ugly, you can be an ugly man. I mean, a good man that's ugly.
So what if you're a good man that's fine?
What if you're...
They wouldn't like the good man?
Well, he's in demand.
Like
he's in demand now.
He's in demand. Is that clear? Like
so
what being in
his
demand
requirements
is?
Yeah,
might be
I
different.
understand what being in demand
Like
is.
you can be in demand and you could be a good dude and be like, look, I'm going to see other people too. Or however you say it. And like, that'll just completely throw most women. Like most women will be like, man, that's not no good man if he's going to see multiple women. Even if he tells you about it first. He's out for a lot of women.
I think that's a good man. I think that's an honest man. I think that you're giving a woman the choice to choose if she wants to deal with you or not. Because women have a problem with dating. There's different levels to dating, and we feel like as soon as we start talking to you, well, I don't want to generalize, so don't say this is not every woman.
Yeah.
But as soon as we start talking to you, is we go together, and we don't. But that's because women were not encouraged to date multiple people at the same time because we're seen as a hoe. Just because you're dating multiple people doesn't mean you're sleeping with them. You're getting to know people. You're getting to see what you like. Who are you able to gel with and talk and vibe with? Because I think that's one of the biggest things in a relationship. Looks are great, but that doesn't mean that you're able to actually have a good time and enjoy each other's company.
Right.
So,
I'm sorry. Do you and your friends talk about like when they get in new relationships? Like your friends tell you like, oh, I'm talking to somebody such and such.
Yeah, for sure.
And then when they're intimate, do they tell you like, yeah, well, we were intimate for the first time recently? They tell you?
Yes. Yeah, we talk about it.
How long is that period usually?
It's not a long period.
Okay. That's all I wanted to say.
But that is
all I
an issue that we have as women. We're not making men invest in us. We're not allowing them to get to know us. We're not creating a friendship, an actual bond where if he is not hearing from you that day, he missing you. He's thinking about you. He enjoys being around you. And we just so quick to give it up before that bond is created and that investment is made. And then we wonder why we're not married. We wonder why the relationship ain't lasting. And, you know, it's
I don't even think it's
an
about,
issue.
I don't even think it's about you as a good woman. I don't think you guys understand how hard it is for us.
I don't think women understand how hard it is at all for men to have
hard.
sex.
I don't.
For men to what?
For men to have sex.
That's not where I was talking about.
What were you talking about?
I was just saying to be with a woman and be in a spot where she feels like she's accepted it. She said if a man gives her a choice, that's a good man if she agrees to go along with it.
Yeah.
A lot of women don't feel like that's a good man. Like a lot of women feel like you're supposed to be with one woman, be with her, love her, and be all about her. And if you don't, you're not a good man. I
think that's what you were saying.
No, she said
that's not what I said.
She said a man can tell her that he sees other people, but she's his main.
No, that's not what I said.
Okay.
I said if he
grit.
tells me that he's seeing other women, he's giving me the choice. He's not going to be my man. He's not going to be my man. No.
She said he's not going to be my man. But the honesty is there, though.
Yes.
And so, getting back to it, I mean, let's reel this back in really quickly. When you speak about being in demand, you can be an ugly dude, but you can be charismatic. So when you're charismatic and you can, the new term is put that shit on, like I do all the time. I'm famous for it. When you put that shit on and you can have a conversation, it just smooths out the road.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But when you're as handsome as I am, charismatic, and you put that shit on, it's like, man, you know, my wife got a gun and she carries it. You might want to step back. This means something to somebody.
As it should.
What I'm saying? So it's just like for dudes who just are good dudes, but they're not charismatic and they might not be as handsome as me. Again, me. You know what I'm saying? That's tough. So you can be as good as you want to be. It doesn't matter how good of a dude you are. You don't have what it takes to just land them every time. And we're not landing them every time. When I was single, I wasn't landing them every time. I had a great percentage. But as you get older, the qualities and what you want change. So that's what I was waiting on you to get to. Because you was like, you know, when you're in demand, you can do it as often. Yeah, with something that's not worth doing it with. So that's why I take away from the conversation about the being a hoe. Because, of course, I can sleep with anybody, but I have a standard of the type of women now. When I was 20, I didn't have a standard. Anything that didn't smell like fish and that wasn't over a certain size was landing bait. But now,
make sure you put a pin in that one.
Go ahead, jump in.
But I think that's the offline.
Go ahead.
That's the offline.
Oh, that's an offline.
That's an offline joint.
But now there is a standard. I mean, and again, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All things aside, you can't breathe on me on your best day because this is what my wife looks like. This is what she does. This is what, and I'm not breaking down her financial and everything, but this is how she coming. So you got to step to even have this conversation. So, of course, now, if some dude don't have standard, then of course, he can, you know what I mean? When you as fine as I am, I can walk in that gym next door, go walk in a bar somewhere and say, hey, I'm TikTok famous, damn it. And then they just all gonna fall at my feet like, oh my God, he's here.
Get this 100, 200,
he's here, you know what I'm saying? And so, it's just like, it's that simple. But then when you speak to a man being a hoe, if he just out here sleeping, like, bro, some of the pictures I be seeing dudes under that I know, I be like, come on, fam. And I'm not being judgmental, but it's like, bro, like, we not kids no more. Like, step it up. Because you'll be the one trying to dog her out because she doesn't fit the social construct of beauty that, you know what I'm saying, most women say that you have to. But anyway, go ahead, DP.
I ain't had nothing.
You didn't have nothing. Let's put a pin in that. It's an offline conversation. So we're not going to beat that one to death. Let's move on. I think this one is very telling for me because I'm a fat dude and my wife is skinny and she's trying to leave me. I'm going to kill her first. You decide to get healthy. Your mate won't. Do you have the right to give them an option to either get healthy or I'm leaving you?
I think you always got a right to say, do this or else.
Of course.
You always can say what you want.
Okay. Dig into that a little bit, though. Don't just give me the surface.
And it's just, I can have,
because this is for you, as a matter of fact.
Really? I can't wait to see where this was coming from.
Oh, no, it's not for you specifically, but it ties into something you asked me the other day.
All right.
Yeah.
But, I can make any demand I want of anybody I want.
Okay.
And they have a choice to say, I'll do it for you, or they can say I won't. And then it's back to me to say what I'll do about it.
Right.
Either I'm going to put up with it or I'm not. Now, a lot of people get married and they're like, man, through thick and thin.
Thick and thin, for better or for worse.
Literally through thick and thin.
Because I was thinner.
Right.
I wasn't thin.
So a lot of people can say that, but
I was thinner. Now I'm a bit thicker. Pause. Pause.
Said you a bit thicker.
It's you always got a choice.
Yeah.
You always got a choice.
Mayette, do you have the right to give them an option?
Yes. I agree.
You know what I mean? I don't like y'all today, bro. Yeah. Not today, bro. Absolutely. I usually like when y'all in the building together. I don't like it today.
Sorry.
That sucks, man.
You don't think you got a right to give them?
No.
What?
Because it says for better or for worse through thick and through thin.
I'm not married.
And
I've never been married.
But if you were married, well, it's hard to say.
Yeah, it's hard because we having them conversations. Baby, you get fat, we going to the gym. We want to be attractive to each other, but it
makes sense.
This is me.
That's right.
I want to stay attractive to him.
Yeah.
I want to wear the scent he likes. I want to do the makeup like how he saw me the first time. I would like to stay like that for him, and I would like that vice versa.
So you just gonna wear them red boots every day?
No, but I'm gonna keep it sexy every day.
Hey, that was a good comeback. She getting quicker. She getting quicker. She getting quicker.
She's quick on her feet.
She is definitely quicker on her feet. It's a few things I was like, whoa, she's not gonna catch that. Slow down, Dennis.
What
You're
did I say?
funny. I don't
Sometimes. I go beyond the ramp. No, I don't think it's cool, bro. That's not cool because a lot of times in these relationships, marriages, situationships, you've been in them for quite some time. And people do change. The Music Soul Child song, don't change. You know what I'm saying? But you're going to. So just because you have a lifestyle change and we're here and we rocking strong, then why is that an issue?
Danita Jefferson said, "Ain't no thicker thin than them vows."
I think
you
this
added
is
that.
something that y'all should talk about before y'all get married.
You know why I agree with this?
But that's one of those conversations that I say have that at the beginning.
Because whatever you put in that spot, health, finance, attractiveness, whatever
True.
if you don't do this for me, I'll leave you.
Seriously.
I can say that.
Absolutely.
Now, am I is that cool? Maybe not.
Right.
But if I know, like, man, I'm not attracted to my chick looking like this, and I tell you, like, look, I ain't gonna lie, I'll leave you for this.
Yeah.
Am I foul? Maybe, but it's my truth. What am I supposed to be? Unhappy for the rest of my life?
As long as you giving her the choice, as long as you telling her,
And that's why you say,
Him or her.
man, let's
Him
go
or
to
her.
this
Him or
jump.
her. Him or
him or
her.
her, as
Yeah.
long as you being communicative instead of just going out and cheating, or instead of just like, I'm packing my bags, I'm done. That's fair.
Right.
Especially if I'm taking myself to the gym every day.
Right.
Get up and come with me.
What if my job is more demanding than yours?
Okay, well, we'll figure out a
Matter.
time. We're going to work out from home.
You got
That's clean.
You have to grow with your partner.
So pretty much what they telling you, Pint, is because I'm fat that you can't leave. You know what I'm saying? She had 2 kids and now this motherfucker skinny, bro. And you know what I'm saying? She threatening me and shit. You know what I'm saying?
I always been
I don't
skinny.
take
What you
too
mean,
kindly.
BA?
I know. Oh no, I'm talking about my wife. I don't take too
she
kindly to
always
threats.
skinny.
You know what I'm saying?
Look,
If it's a game
get him
changing
in the
thing for
gym,
them-
sis.
Say it, tell them again.
She got all the
I was
right.
supposed to have a gym partner, but you know they blame it on a schedule for this time of year. It's nothing for us to do an hour in the gym. It's nothing. I'm up all times of crazy nights of the hour, so it wouldn't be. But again, you know, tell him again, sis.
What if a man was like rich when he met his wife, and then he falls off financially, and she tell him like, if you don't get it together, I'm out. She foul?
Of course, because she was in there. She was only there for the money.
Not necessarily.
100%.
I was there for this lifestyle. That's a fact.
That's money.
But still, this is what you introduced me to. Just like she introduced me to this look.
Yeah,
I want this look, or I'm out.
I'll give it to you, but I mean, I don't think you have a leg to stand on.
I think when you're in a relationship, you become partners, especially in marriage. So
Facts.
if he falls off, we gonna sit down together and figure out how to get it back for him.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna leave him in the dust by himself. If he doesn't have the motivation,
There we go. And
I'm
that's what it is.
leaving. If he doesn't have the ambition, I'm leaving.
That's what I mean. If he can't get himself back going, just like he
It
can't
makes
get
sense
himself
because
to
it
the
says
gym.
it won't. It
That's
says
what
it
I'm
won't.
saying.
Your mate won't.
Exactly.
It says
I'm
So
won't.
now
leaving.
you won't go back and hustle like you did before. That's a leavable offense.
Yeah.
You know why? Because when somebody's in that type of place in their life, they need to be by themselves.
I swear
You're
to God.
not giving any. You
I say
can't
that all
give
the
to the
time.
relationship. You're not pouring into yourself.
Okay.
Therefore, you can't pour into us. You need to be by yourself for a little while.
I see what you did there. Again, I'm 2 for 2. Y'all wrong. But I mean, when you're this level of celebrity that I am, everyone around you is always wrong. So it's okay, man. Nobody's judging you. You're sitting on that couch with your wrong little faces, and I'm over here and I'm right. Either way, man, we gonna keep this party going. Y'all gotta forgive me, man.
Bro
I'm
just
dumb.
threw that joint in there. Okay, now here we go.
This is the one. This is the one where I'm ready to have an argument about it. And again, I know y'all gonna be wrong. I know it 100%. Gosh darn it.
Okay.
And I would love to know what the 7 people watching this live thinks. I know what it is, man. I'm famous now. Don't nobody want to show me no love, bro. It's cool.
No, my live is not busting like it usually is. Either.
Nah, it's whatever it is. It's cool though.
It's popping Friday.
What is Or is there a difference between having sex and making love? Before anybody answers this question, I just want the world to know that this is something me and my wife discussed, and she was wrong as well. So, I'm him, bro. I'm like 3 for 3 because I know I done beat y'all already.
Kick it off.
I know I done beat y'all already,
this
and
one
I
off.
definitely will. 1,000% because I know I'm right. No, there is no difference between having sex, casual sex, screwing, fucking, hitting it in the summer, and making love. It just isn't. Don't come talking about, oh, but you feel this way and the thoughts behind it and you know the sensualness. Man, listen. Our sexual organs were created for a reason, to reprocreate. That is simply it. You helped me with this like a year ago. You told me that. Well, I don't know what we was talking about, but you were like, the only 2 species that have sex for pleasure is humans and dolphins. Dennis, you told me that.
Fact.
I didn't know that. Wherever the hell you read that at on the box of fucking Wheaties or whatever the hell,
What?
get me that goddamn box.
That's a fact, though.
Get me that article. Whoever found that fucking research, those analytics, that guy is a fucking creep and a pervert. Who watches dolphins? I don't understand. A lot of the people watch dolphins. A lot of people watch dolphins. But that's crazy to me. I didn't know that, bro. We have great conversations. When you hit me with that, I had to Google it. And he was 100% right.
That is wild.
There are only 2 species on this earth that have sex for pleasure, and that's humans and dolphins. I do not believe in making love.
Dolphins living their best lives.
Do you hear what I'm saying? And you wonder why them people be on vacation, them ladies be laying on the dock, and the dolphins be,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
My whole
Trying to get some of that dolphin dick. You trying to get some of this dolphin dick, ain't you? You know what I'm saying? I got this dolphin dick for you, girl.
That's nasty.
Bro, I just don't believe in it, bro. I do not believe. Like, and I'm talking about, bro, me and Pike, this is like an hour-long conversation. And I'm just hitting her, like, time after time. And I'm not even repeating myself. I don't understand what's wrong with people in society. We keep putting these mitigating factors on every single thing to make them make sense. Just like there isn't a difference between being in love with somebody and loving them. No difference. Sex is sex, bro, regardless if you enjoy it for a long time or if you have dolphin sex and do it for 30 seconds. You know what I'm saying? Or 5 seconds or however many seconds dolphins do it for. I didn't get that far in the fucking article, Dennis. Shout out to you, though, with that tidbit. I don't believe there's a difference, bro. I don't care how long it builds up. I don't care what the person means to you. I don't care what the day was like. There is no difference. You just lay down, you do it. And
You just lay down.
another thing, because I think what stemmed the conversation is my wife was listening to Tank. And in this Tank song, he's talking about screwing her slow all night. And I'm like, nobody can do that. You know what I'm saying? Get me some goddamn gas station pills. Let's find this out. You know what I'm saying? After a certain amount of time, bro, how is it even pleasurable anymore? So this is what I'm saying. Like, no, that movie shit just, it's not, no. Like, let's cancel it. And you have pouring no fucking hot candle wax on me. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no, I'm not glistening in the firelight. It just doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. I think Miss Lloyd is with me, bro. I've swayed her. So you know what? It might be 2 against 1 on this. What you got, Miss Lloyd?
I agree. I
knew she was
Oh,
smart.
wow.
I knew she was smart. I knew she was smart. I knew it.
Pine, I
could
got
when,
you. Don't worry about
when
it.
she walked in with them
finishes
goddamn
up, I
red
got you.
boots. She walked in with them red boots. I said, you know what? When DP walked in all black, I said, oh, I'm winning today. I'm winning today. He came prepared for his own funeral. He knew I was going to be smoking them today.
I just want to wear these 13s.
Man, I understand. You came prepared for a funeral. That's why you got on all black.
You don't think there's a difference?
I don't. I think that you can be romantic. I think that there can be pleasure before the sex. But
Foreplay?
Foreplay, yeah.
Foreplay?
But I no. I don't think there's any difference between having sex and making love. Now your feelings towards the person could be different. Like, yeah, this was just a little something to get me off, or I really love this person and I enjoy sharing my body with them and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, you trying to make me come, I'm trying to make you come,
Period.
and we're gonna come together, or I'm gonna come and you not gonna, whatever.
Period.
I'm there for the
For the
feeling,
thrill of it.
for the thrill.
My
of it.
my wife, Donita Jimerson,
I
was
got
wrong.
you, Pint. I got you.
She was
Pint.
wrong.
I think
Fill us in.
for someone to say that, my boy Breezy said the same thing. It's my guy. For someone to make a statement like that, I think a lot of your sexual experiences are still immature.
Okay.
And I don't like to say, like, I don't like to tie maturity to sex. At least
Because
not-
I'm about to cook you, boy.
but let me tell you, like, it's a huge difference between having sex and making love. And, like, that's why, like, because most men be lying when they say, man, I could just hit a chick and then I go home and then it don't mean nothing. I could just have sex. First off, most men be lying because they be loving their side hoes too. But that's the example. That's exactly what that means. If you
Yeah.
make a statement like that, then that means it's a huge difference between having sex and making love. If you say, I'm just doing this over here, but over here it means something, then that means
I've never heard anybody say
Me
that.
neither. I was just
You've
about to
never
say
heard
that.
you've never heard a man say he don't care nothing about his hoes, but he with his wife. He smashing hoes and it don't mean nothing.
That's
No.
different.
Knock it off, bro.
Yeah.
Knock it off. You ain't never heard a man.
listen,
Well,
but you-
hey, I
you-
get so demanding, like I'm saying the same. But let me tell me. So you've never heard a man say, "I hit hoes and they don't matter."
No, because again, here you are moving the goalposts. It's not about what people
Agreed.
say. It's the conversation. Go back to the conversation we had some weeks ago. If I can rub one off before I get there, I'm not even going.
Facts.
So after
how
I
many
get
people-
that, after I get that one off, man, I don't want. Man, I'm finna go in here and turn this movie on that I was watching. It ain't nothing else after that, bro. I don't feel no different.
Pint said Jody said it,
Yeah, and Jody was a lame
and he had hoes though.
man. Chill.
But it don't, bro. I can't believe y'all ain't never heard. Matter of fact, it's an argument between men cheating and women
I
cheating.
think
all
that's
this.
some BS. To be honest, I think
Oh,
I think it's some BS
at its
when
core,
he
I think
says,
it's BS
"Oh,
too,
I'm
but
over
you-
here for this, and my wife and me." No,
Right.
you trying to
you trying to bust a nut. That's it.
Nut.
At its core, it is BS.
So
But
then, how is there a difference between making love and having sex?
So explain to us what making love is. I'm sorry for throwing two questions at you. Hit us with the DP logic.
Yes.
so, to me, making love is about more than the act. It's about more than that. First, it starts way before you even start having sex. This ain't no just.
You see the look I'm giving you.
I know,
And I'm not
but
just-
but I think for you to say this, I think that you have sex immaturely.
Okay.
So
Maybe I
both.
maybe-
I think you both do.
Hey.
Making love
Hey.
starts way before.
Cause you can get some of this immature dick tonight.
Okay.
Right,
I
leave
mean,
your
it's
husband,
not
bro.
gonna be any
Please
different if
leave
it's
it.
mature or not.
No, but it
Okay.
is though. It is though. It's an experience that I
What
feel
is
like
the
you both are
difference?
missing.
Am I
So,
gonna come harder?
You might. You might.
That,
It's a
but that
difference.
only comes from a different stroke, bro.
I
Like
No.
can
that's,
stay home and do that.
No, it's a huge difference. It's such a huge difference. It's about caring about the partner in a different manner. Like it brings something else out of you. I'm not.
so it's the feeling that you create within your own mind.
No.
Is
Are
what
Are
you're
you still
saying.
with the-
It's you're with the like you and that person both can tell.
Yeah, no, I understand what
Right.
you're saying, but what I'm ultimately hearing you say is it's predicated to the desire or the feeling that I create in my mind.
Yes.
It's
I
about
agree.
how we make each other feel.
Think you heard what Halle Berry said when she was screwing the white man? I want you to make me feel good. Make me feel good. That's it. They wasn't making no love, but
Yeah.
she came super hard in
So
Monsters
okay,
Ball.
okay. How about this? Can you give us an example of the beginning to the end of making love?
that 70s.
It's just so there has to be a common bond between these two people. These two people are locked in.
Okay.
They feel a certain way about each other. They only deal with each other most of the time, I would think.
That's clean.
They only deal with each other. And their relationship is in such a good place that there's a bond. Just like when men have sex, I can't remember what the term is, but there's a separation that happens. There's a closeness that happens when women release.
That's what Pine said.
When you make love and you're a man and you're with this woman and you locked in, I feel like you have that same closeness. Like it's not the same thing, bro.
Yeah.
When I smash hoes, or when I used to smash
When
hoes,
you used to smash hoes.
I'm ready to go when I nut. I don't want to leave after I made love. I want to be here. Because
Yep.
it was bigger than this moment.
I still want to leave.
It wasn't just this moment.
The only thing is I live.
But you don't want to.
So I can't leave.
I feel like you don't want to take it in because you don't want to grow in that fashion.
It's not, bro.
But I can't tell you what a fact is.
Woo.
But I feel like you don't. I feel like you don't. I feel like that's feminine to you.
No, it's not.
But I'm a woman. I'm a whole woman.
Like, literally, look at these fucking cheetah
Boy,
print jackets.
offline,
you
I
got.
can't wait to tell you why.
I think there's
please ask me that
technical
once we get off
side.
this camera.
And
I want to
think
speak to that
there's
so
an
bad.
emotional side.
I do believe
and
that.
I feel like
100%.
what DP's
Love is
trying
an
to do
emotion.
is bring them together. And I think that
Love
you
is a
can
feeling.
definitely-
It's not an emotion.
Exactly.
But it's the
You
same
can
thing.
No, it's
keep
not,
them
bro.
apart. And maybe I am having immature sex. Maybe I haven't made love yet. And when I figure it out, I'll let you know. But I think that I have loved someone. I have felt close with them. We have done that.
Have you been? Is there a difference between being in love and loving someone?
I told y'all no last
Okay,
time.
I'm glad that you said that.
Yeah, no.
But have
But
you-
maybe something's wrong with me.
Maybe it's no.
It's something wrong. It's definitely
never
something wrong with me.
It's not nothing wrong with
There's
you.
something
because
definitely
that's how
wrong
you
with me.
feel. But have you? So I'm a firm believer that most women they never love nobody ever. I said
That's that with me.
I said that shows ago,
yes.
and I believe that with everything in me.
that most women has never loved
have
anybody.
never loved anybody
That's not true.
outside of their children
That's tough.
and themselves. I don't feel like most women have loved a man before.
That's tough.
I think that's
I feel like they've
bullshit.
played the position game
She
with
said, I think
men,
that's bullshit.
but I don't feel like they've ever loved a man. You just get in competition over a man.
Yeah.
You don't love me for real. Because when you leave me, most of the time, once you get over me, the first thing you realize is that you never loved me.
Right.
And that's the difference between like making love. Like to me, if everybody I ever loved, man, I still love you. This
Right.
joke don't go away.
Yeah, no, for sure.
I'm locked in.
100%.
But everybody that I love, we didn't make love.
Right.
It's a huge difference.
And that's why I say, one, you're wrong. That's why I say that. Secondly, that's why I say love is a feeling, not an emotion. Because you can actually feel sadness, or sadness is the emotion that comes over you when this happens. Love can come over you. You can call any number of things love, because all it is a feeling of elation above your normal level of a high, or whatever your level of a high is. You could be at a basketball game and just be like, oh man, I'm just fucking having a good time with the guys. Or you can be with a woman, or you can be just change the tire for the first time, or you know what I mean? Like you can celebrate anything and you could call that feeling love, because it would be easy, because it's just an emotion higher than what your normal walking around feeling of every day is. But then should somebody in your family that was close to you pass, something comes over you that you just can't shake. Like, you know what I mean? Like it becomes you and it actually sits on you. I'm a friend of mine, he just lost somebody very close to him, and I can literally see the difference in him since it happened all the way up until now, as opposed to before it happened. So when you speak on love being an emotion, I'm just like, yeah, no, bro.
So what is sadness again?
I
to you?
wanna add to what DA is saying, because for women, when they've loved a man and they break up, or they find out he's being untrue, we stop eating. We can't sleep. We are not ourselves. We don't have the same energy. It's a really bad place that women go into. And I kind of feel like that's our mourning period.
Okay.
So it's not that we didn't love you, but we are now mourning the death of that love. So we can move on and function like a healthy human being. Because when you lose somebody who you love, like a family member, you go into mourning, you go into depression.
For sure.
Some people, and people handle it differently. So how can you tell me I've never loved somebody when I've gone through that? And I had to figure out
I
how
see the
to protect
tie-ins because
myself.
she lost me there for
No,
a minute.
with her.
I had
she
to
lost me.
protect myself. I had
So
to
how does
heal myself so that I could continue. Because this person and I are no longer going to be together the way that we were. You guys are usually not calling. You're not going to text. You're not going to see each other. So I have to let go of all of that.
I mean, I'm going to call if I'm trying to give you some of this immature meat.
So with that being said, so
But how can you tell me I've never loved when I've gone through that?
And here comes the ensuing argument.
and then okay, so when you went through it,
But I let the death happen.
okay,
There has to be a death. I
And when
can't
you-
sit up and still love each
is
man
insane.
I loved full-heartedly, you know, because I think that we do have different loves as we go through our lives and we mature. And then there's just one that you decide, I'm going to settle with you, you're going to settle with me. But even if you get a divorce, people end up getting in love again, loving other people.
Yeah.
So does that mean I didn't love my husband and he didn't love me? No.
so I'm asking you about you. When you fell out of love, or when the relationship ended, have you ever felt like after somebody else showed you their version of love, have you ever felt like I didn't love that person that I thought I loved?
No.
Then you don't fit what I'm saying. So, and that's a great response. But I've heard multiple women say, once we broke up, I realized I didn't love him.
No.
I've heard that
So
before.
for a woman to
I've heard
say that, that's like the most phoniest thing.
Well,
but
then that wasn't real love.
exactly.
But you,
But that's why I
can
said-
run into
and
real
that's-
love.
I'm sure. But that's why I said I feel like most women have never loved before, because I feel like most women feel like when they find something new, that old love never really existed. In their minds, that wasn't real love to them. It
I
was
see
love-
what you did there,
it
buddy.
was love for what they understood it to be at the time,
At
but
the
that's not
time.
real love.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's why I said, like, no, you just never loved anybody. You were just in a feeling for a moment of time.
That was clean, bro.
It really was.
That was exceptionally clean.
I swear to God, it was.
Because that's an offline conversation.
I
Hey,
feel
you was a
like
slick motherfucker, boy.
I wouldn't say that. I feel like they loved where they could at that moment, and maybe
You a
women
slick
shouldn't say
motherfucker,
that.
boy. I see what you just
Maybe they
did.
shouldn't say that they didn't love that person because they did love that person from what they knew.
So
at
you're
that
saying
time?
they're only saying it because they're out of the old and into the new.
Right. You found something different to compare love
But
to.
the fact that you're saying it at all, though.
But I'm talking.
Why would you lie to yourself in that
about
regard?
women who people say stuff all the time. I
You're right,
never
you're
really
right.
loved him.
You're right. You're right.
She was washing his dirty drawers. She would have gave him her left kidney if he needed. That's not love. That's not love.
That's an extreme favor.
But it's still love.
Yeah, no, I understand.
You know what
you're
I'm saying? And so a lot people say that stuff all the time. But you did love them. You just maybe weren't committed to them. You just didn't want to work it out with them.
So does love exist without commitment?
Oh yes.
Heck yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
How?
Because it's just like,
I
what's the commitment though? And
I
that's the
don't-
thing. Like,
I don't know. Tie it together.
my version of commitment toward her could be different of my version of commitment toward the next woman.
Right.
But I love you both.
Right.
That's why, like, a lot of people feel
Okay.
like you
I won't
can't
play
love
with
two
it.
people at once. Oh, yes, the heck you can.
I won't play with it. I see what you mean.
Okay.
You just
Because
said
there's
ain't no in
no
love.
in
Yeah.
love, but
Yes.
I don't think so.
I love you both.
I don't think. No, that's. But again, I'm not a man, so maybe that's something.
It's not a man thing.
It's not a me thing. I can't.
And I can accept that, but there's a lot of women who love two men.
Yes. And so, whoa.
Yes.
Whoa, because that's then the contrary to what you just said. though.
Right.
What? No, in there, but because I didn't say, I'm saying some, but not all. I
No,
think
no,
the
no, that's not
majority
what I'm
of women
saying.
have never loved, but I think
Okay.
that there are a lot of.
Okay.
I think that there's still women who love two men.
Yeah, how do them shoes fit, boy? You definitely just put the motherfuckers on
But no,
real quick.
I'm never speaking in absolutes.
Right,
When I make
but-
a point,
but
I'm just speaking toward the
I
majority.
don't believe in that at all.
Okay.
I don't believe in
You never
loving
loved two
people.
men at the same
No.
time?
No. Nope. Nope.
Have you
When
been
you- when you get a
oh my
boyfriend,
God,
I'm
I got to do this to her because I love her. Have you ever loved? Have you loved two different men?
At the same time?
No. Have you ever? You've been in love before, right?
No.
Or you loved somebody before?
Yes.
You love somebody.
Have you loved two people?
You know what? I actually think I've only loved one person. I've only really been in a long relationship with one person.
So you only told one person you love them?
No.
So
I told you people be saying stuff. People be
Oh,
saying
so you okay?
stuff.
Well, that's clean. You got to give her that because she did give that. She
man,
gave
you
the
ain't love nobody.
damn.
That was just the man that you couldn't get where you wanted him to be.
I don't think that's true.
Mm.
I don't think that's true. You don't know me.
That is true too. That is very true. But for show purposes and the point that I just like to argue, I am going to say that you have never loved before.
And
That's
that-
tough.
I will put you in that
DP
bracket.
is wrong.
That's
He
tough.
is wrong.
I'm wrong all
He
the
is
time.
wrong.
That's tough. That's a tough one. And it's only tough because, man, like, you can't argue it. But the fact that you can't argue it and you've had experiences.
But it is a fact that she has told more than one man that she loves him, and she said she was lying.
Yeah.
So there is a chance that I'm correct.
And that's what I'm saying. Through the experiences.
But because she still,
it's
well,
tough.
hold on, I won't say still,
Mhm.
because she acknowledges this one person
Yeah.
as real love at
Yeah.
a point in time. I'm not saying current or before,
Or
I'm not
otherwise.
I'm not saying
otherwise.
when. Hey, look,
That's tough, man.
you ain't never loved nobody.
He's standing on that.
I'm just messing.
He's
with you.
standing on that. Go ahead and give him the rundown real quick, man. Let him know something.
I just don't think women love like that for real. If you, man, ain't nowhere in the world I loved you. We break up. Now all of a sudden I don't love you.
Yeah.
How does that work?
I don't think that people really love each other like you said. I think it's a lot of lust. It's a lot of excitement with somebody new. Oh, I think they cute. But until you've been through the dirt with somebody, like you sharing your last with them, like I just
But that's what I mean. So like if I'm like the people that I've been like locked in with
Yeah.
and I love you, bro. Now I might end up being with somebody, so I can't be tied to you like we was before.
Yeah.
but you still got love for them.
No, it ain't no got love. I
I
love,
love
them.
them.
You
yeah.
still love them.
Yes.
And that's it.
And
kinda,
now-
There's nothing wrong with
and
that.
now
but it is though.
Why?
Because you can't. I'm sorry. Go ahead, DP.
now it's my job to like really cut you off where I can't see you. I don't want to see you struggle. I don't want to hear about
Yeah.
it, anything, because I will come save you.
Yeah.
I can't sleep with you. I'm not gonna be with you like that. But,
I
man, I
still
got
love you. Yeah, 100%.
My best friend, or
That
whatever.
is not named DA.
No, it's a female. My best friend, that's a female. We dated a long time ago. I didn't even have a son. Ladybug might not even been born, or she was just born. We was locked in for a period of time or whatever. The relationship don't work. I move on. I had a son, doing whole other things. Man, I never not do for this person. I'm in a whole relationship. I would never not do for her.
I agree.
That don't mean we finna sit
You
on the phone
wouldn't
and
be
talk
my
all day.
man.
But
I don't know what's going on in her life.
You wouldn't be my
I don't know
man.
what's going
I
on.
wouldn't want to know about. Just
But
keep
that's
that over there.
that's where I feel like that whole being in love and loving somebody thing doesn't exist.
Right.
Because if you understood what love was, you would be okay with how I feel over here because you know I'm not giving this person what you're getting.
Exactly.
But
It's two
that's-
different relationships.
But that's
But
again.
you know what? I do. As a woman, I get jealous over what my man is doing for somebody else.
Yeah.
There has to be limits. There has to be.
And there are. There are.
Okay, if she call and talk about her rent is due,
She wouldn't do. No,
That's
She would
not-
never do
that's
that.
Too much.
She wouldn't do that.
But-
That's doing
so
too much.
then what's she calling you for?
Oh, you a woman.
I am a woman.
Byron. You a
Because
woman.
if my male friend said, "Hey, I ain't got nowhere to sleep. Can I come?"
But that's not.
Nah,
that's you
too
going
much.
too far.
Yep, that's too
If
much.
he
You
said,
going too
"I
far.
need you to give me some money," what you mean?
But
I
there's-
love this man.
But there is
right?
but there isn't anything outside of that
friends.
exchange. And what you do with your income is that's your prerogative. That's Bobby Brown all day long.
So you wouldn't mind if
Here's
your
the
wife
thing.
is giving money
Here's the
to
thing.
another
Clean it up.
man.
Clean
You're
it
not
up.
getting ready to tell me that you got 4 dudes that you love and you helping take care of them.
Right.
Or you're going to be there for them at any given moment, at any given time of the day. You're not getting ready to do that, because then that lends back to what DP said. A lot of y'all ain't never really loved nobody.
Right.
But there is somebody in your past, and if there isn't, I'm sorry for you that you've never experienced that. But everybody has somebody that they were locked in with, like this, that if they were to call, I'm not finna just pick up and leave my wife.
Yeah, no.
You know, we not finna be on vacation and I'm finna sit on the phone with you. Hey, listen, I'm on vacation with my wife. Let me call my brother to see if he can make that happen. I'm not in a space where I can do that right now. Bruh, I need you to go change a tire or something like that. If I was around, I would go and do that, bro. Now, I'm not finna say, hey, babe, I'm finna go change Melissa's tire. Hey, babe, Melissa needs $200, you know what I'm
You
saying?
damn
For
right
whatever,
you're
whatever,
not
whatever.
gonna say
But
that.
I'm not gonna hide it either. If
Yeah.
she asks, I'm going to tell her what happened.
Yeah.
Because that's the respect that I have for my wife.
Yes, as you
now,
should.
you know, like if it's a side bitch, well, hey, you know, I don't
Yeah,
know.
that's something
I don't know
totally
who that
different.
was on
Yeah,
the
no,
phone,
you're
baby.
not supposed to-
What?
yeah.
It was a wrong number. Goddamn scam likely calling me at 2:00 in the afternoon, and we at the kids' soccer game asking me, can I change they number? You know what I'm saying? You're not getting ready to do that.
Right.
And so what women will do is they will scale this thing or move the goalpost in the conversation to make them right. No, I'm not picking up running to her every minute of every second of whatever. But there are times this person will be going through something and I'm going to talk them off the ledge, not the literal ledge, but they calling me because I am that safe space for
That's
them.
one thing. That's one thing. Having a friend who's a woman.
It's okay. We understand your insecurities. I love you still.
You know what?
No,
Go,
she's
no.
talking to the message.
Yeah, I'm talking to
All
the
I
message.
was to say.
I wasn't calling you insecure.
If I'm your woman, I should know this friend as well,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
we should have a relationship.
My wife hates her.
Okay,
Hates
so she would have had to go. She would have had to go.
So-
Yeah.
She would have had to go.
So you were.
But why does your wife hate her?
Oh.
In like the most non-personal, non-evasive way.
Because I've
You've had
verbal,
sex
I
with
flipped
her?
I flipped the coin. My wife won.
Shut up, then.
I don't know. It's just she hates her. Just it's what it is. So
Well,
that's why
I'm
that
sure
would be
she
an
has
issue.
Her
Of course,
valid
all
reasons
women have
why
a
she
valid
hates
reason
her.
of why.
You said that you have really loved somebody before, right?
Yes.
Okay. Me and you get together. We friends for a long time. We finally get together or whatever. This person calls you after 5-6 years. Y'all don't have a bad rapport, but I don't hear from you often. Whatever it is, it's something that, look, I need help with this. You know about the situation a little bit because it's something that I was dealing with before. Whatever the situation may be. You're not gonna lend to him at all.
I'm gonna talk to my man about the situation.
And as your man, should he be okay with that, or is that something that she should be like, man, why would you even be talking? I'm not
Yeah.
finna do that to you, man. You had I'm not one of them.
Well,
Yeah,
I
no.
guess that would probably be why people should vet people out. Like in the beginning, like you want to be with someone who's understanding. You want to be with someone who's kind.
True.
You want
That's
to be
true.
with someone who's
That's true.
loving and compassionate. And he'd be like, you know what, babe? Let's both help.
And because you've told me your backstory,
Exactly.
you already told me that you love this person before. I don't expect for that to ever go away.
Yeah.
You just love me now, and you
And-
treat me different. It's a different way that
Yeah,
you are with me. I don't expect for
absolutely.
you to be like laid up with this dude because he needed a hug today.
See,
And I don't
But
think
it's a difference between a friend and an ex. Personally, but I'm not a man. Men love by taking care.
Well, I wasn't talking about a friend and ex. I'm talking about somebody you love.
that's somebody that you were with.
So an ex.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-mm.
See, that's crazy. And at first, as I'm sitting here listening to this conversation, I'm like, well, is this just a man thing, or are we just doing this to prove a point? And it's the answer is no for me. Like I'm an introvert on certain things. I look within myself, and if that's something that me and my wife discussed, I'm not gonna have an issue with that, because what women do is they miss the point. We're not going out to dinner. We not finna go pick them up and go walk through the mall and go shopping. We're not doing any of that. And like I said, this phone call or this text message is not happening. Like bruh said,
it's the most rare-
It might would have been the most random
We might
thing.
go
The
years
last
without
ever
of
having
the
to speak.
last of the last of the last person she could call. Unless y'all are friends and
But
y'all
how would
been
you
friends.
how would you be able to dictate whether that was the case or not?
I couldn't.
No, she couldn't.
That's what
I
I'm saying. So like,
Yeah,
how would you know? I was the last of the last.
But
No,
she just-
no, the fuck you wasn't.
She just and then who's comfortable telling everybody their business? Like, I already know the situation. Look, this happened. Can you help me
I
with this
just don't.
situation?
I just don't feel any man that I am in a relationship with
Mhm.
will be comfortable with me coming to him like, yeah, my ex, he's not gonna be able to make his rent, or it's different if like he can't feed his kids or something like that. Like
Okay,
it's different.
That's
But again, as from a woman helping a man, I just don't think it would sit well with my man. I just don't. He would be like, there's nobody else he can ask. Unless this is somebody who is also our friend
and a lot
that
of
we've brought into our home and we have a relationship with. I just don't feel like any man I'm with would just be comfortable with me telling him that another man wants me to do something for
Yeah.
him.
I mean,
I'm listening to her, and it does.
it makes sense. No, it makes sense what she's
it does.
saying.
It does kind of change when it flips. I give her that.
But but it only changes when it flips, because it's an emotional thing. Because I would assume that women wouldn't make it an emotional thing to do for a man. Whereas I'm not gonna make it emotion based, because like you said, we've had this conversation, or not this conversation, but we've been together for a while or long enough that I've heard of this individual.
Right.
So I know he exists. I know he was the one that broke you. I know he was the one that you had to heal from, but I also know he was the one that was your friend, your best. Y'all
No.
experienced a bunch of first.
No.
See it again.
That's some
Run the
BS.
topic back real quick, DA. They just asked to run the topic back. What are we talking about?
I don't know. No. Oh no, wait, that's not it.
No, that's not what we're talking about. We kind of spun
I
off.
like.
Yeah, we spun off from it.
Tina said, "My man should never be another woman's safe space. All his space belongs to us."
Yep, Tina, you're gonna be single for a long time.
No, that's not true though, because if this is really your friend, if this is really your we rock.
y'all
Y'all,
missing
And that's
it.
what I said. That's what I
still
said,
friends
bro.
Now, y'all
No,
still-
that's
but
what I
they're-
said.
Friends like
They're
that.
making
So
it an
then she
emotional
shouldn't
thing.
be calling you. If it's years later, I'm sure she connected with other people. I'm like sure of it. I'm like sure of it. I'm sure of it. You're not the only person in her life that she can, oh my God, come to. No. And I think that it's an issue within relationships that men don't know how to have healthy and proper boundaries when it comes to other women, because they're, oh, I love her, and we
No,
used
that's
to.
not, but-
you holding on to the past. That's not the
Yeah,
the
see,
present.
and
That's
it's
not
hard,
the present.
It's hard to argue, because you can't refute. She's speaking from a
Yeah.
place of feeling, so you can't refute
No,
that.
You're right, and I come before her. I
You
do.
still
And
do.
and
You
if-
still
if-
do.
do.
So then we need to sit down, and I'm gonna say, look, I don't. Her kids need some food. You need to send her $100. Go ahead and do that.
So
But this
what's
is
the
not
difference?
gonna be something we do all the time because
It's
you're,
not.
Let
you're
it go,
giving
she-
me the option to have a hand in the decision.
But Ms. Lloyd, that's what we're saying. It's not something that comes up once a year,
so
twice
if
a
you
year.
still love her, that's an issue.
Nah, you
That's
don't.
an issue for me.
I
That's
don't love
an
you like I
issue.
want to be with you, but I always have your back.
Yeah.
You know what? I don't keep in touch with exes.
Go to the
I don't
loyalty
keep in touch
question
with
because
exes.
this is
That's
exactly
you.
what I mean.
That's you. Go ahead.
This is my
That's you.
thing of the week.
Hey, DP, what's been bothering you all
You know
week?
what, man? Something been on my mind now. So we were speaking. I don't even remember how the joint came up, but does loyalty have a time limit? Does it have a shelf life?
Oh God.
I'm asking you. Do you feel like loyalty has a shelf life? Can you be loyal to me for a moment and then now you're not loyal to me? Boo, boo.
I mean,
I think
can
it's
get
a
the cricket
situational
noise.
So
issue.
loyalty is situational? Ain't nobody in the world that I was ever matter of fact, oh my God. So look, I got a friend. This was my best friend at
I
one
don't
point.
really like how you're asking me this question.
It's
Like,
okay.
I don't really like how you're asking me. You know what I'm saying? Like you're trying to put me in a corner.
No, I don't want to back you into a corner at all. I don't want to back you into a
Okay.
corner. I don't want to do that.
Let me hear what you gotta say.
So like, I had a friend.
Mhm.
We was like locked in for a long time. This is a male friend.
Mhm.
For whatever reason, we had a fallout. Like we're still not like we used to be. But he had an issue Thursday. When he called with that issue, nothing changed because there's still a loyalty there.
Mhm.
Like we're not everyday friends like we used to be.
Yeah,
But for years and years and years, that was my brother. Man, it's still a loyalty.
yeah.
You got an issue right now, what we got to do? What do you need from me right now? Because that doesn't go away because we had a disagreement about something that doesn't really matter in this moment. I don't care about none of that disagreement stuff. Them 20 years before mean way more to me than the other stuff that got us where we don't talk every single day.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And like, it's funny how we'll understand it with our friends, but then when you spin the block to something else, it's harder to understand. But it's the
Yeah.
same thing. So that's what I was saying. Like, and I'm never telling you that you're wrong. I'm picking, but
No,
I'm never
yeah.
I'm never telling you that you're wrong
Yeah.
ever because it's your opinion and I respect it.
Everyone
But-
is entitled to one.
Everybody who I love, I have a certain amount of loyalty, and you know that I don't really believe in loyalty, love, none of that stuff for real. I believe in value.
Right.
Yeah.
My
right.
value I keep my value high with the people that I care about.
Yeah.
Because I want you to give me these false feelings of these things that I need to keep going.
Yeah.
So like,
These false
I like
Yeah,
how you
that-
put that together.
see
Though.
what I-
That,
yeah.
that made sense.
because
I agree.
No, but what I'm saying is, if I loved you, there's a loyalty there.
Yeah.
The
That's
loyalty is me keeping my value high with you because I want you to give me these same feelings.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So if we ever get to the point where we fall out, but I had a loyalty to you before, to a huge degree, it's always there. Unless you do something that's unspeakable and now we'll never speak again. And that's only could be something that was like you tried to kill me or one of my children or you know what I
Something
mean?
just
It's
outlandish.
It's outlandish.
It's
But
very
if we just
still-
have a
my
fallout where we
tolerance is very low.
if like
compared to
okay,
yours.
yeah, so if our show when our show just blows up
yeah.
and we got $100 million deal and you like, man, well, I did all the work all the time and man, you can have 2 million, I'm keeping 98. I'm like, man, dang. Actually, I'd be like, cool, thank you. But if it was somebody else and they were all upset, well, say I was upset
Yeah.
Thank
and
you,
we fall out over it.
Lissandra.
You go get 2 new co-hosts. Maybe we don't rock every day.
Yeah.
But if you call me and say, hey, this just happened and it went bad, man, I'm right there. I don't
Yeah.
care about none of that 98 no more. I don't care.
I don't think there's a shelf life on loyalty.
I don't either.
I don't. But
She shook her
Secrets-
head like, no, it is, boy.
Secret said you have loyalty to your job, but may hate it.
I ain't got no loyalty to my job.
I don't have it.
You know. I
Hey,
think the only
don't
loyalty to
hate
your
nothing
job
I'm
is
loyal
paying your
to.
bills.
I don't hate nothing
Yeah,
I'm loyal
no.
to.
That's the only loyalty you owe to your job is paying your bills.
Pay my bills.
Yeah, that's it. So, see what you did
I
there,
ain't loyal
kid.
to that either, because I do that late.
I mean, but
I-
you were
like
gonna
I
get it done
said-
before
I
you
have
get put
to.
out,
Like I said.
right?
That's not a loyalty. I have to.
really
Right.
feel like men milk that stuff when it comes to relationships with ex friends.
And I mean,
Old
again,
girls.
I'm not
Are we
like
just doing like relationships? Or are you talking about like
No,
friendships?
she's talking
I'm
about, like, the friendships.
Yeah, like I feel like men it's stronger as like the brotherhood type of thing. Like I have best friends from who've been my best friends since I was 11 years old. I definitely have loyalty to them, but when would that ever be tested? Like, is she what exactly do you mean by loyalty? Like, you said if he is going through something, you gonna go and help him out.
Yeah.
And that's just because you're a kind-hearted
No, that's because
person
I'm pulling
and you
up
care
for
about
him.
him.
No.
So would you do that for someone you don't care about?
no, because I don't owe them anything.
Yeah, it's
So you don't owe anybody loyalty.
but not
though.
not owe in the sense of
I care about you, therefore
Yeah,
I
but-
will help
but the
you. I
O-
think that loyalty.
the O
is-
comes from the years of our time together. So we've both paid into this. So now, should something go wrong and you need me, we've both paid into this tenfold. So I'm just gonna show up because you need me. But that again, and in our conversation, because when he first asked me, I was like, of course.
Yeah.
Because if we get into it, I still love my nieces and nephews. So should it be a big event, birthday, milestone, whatever, career, whatever, I'm showing up. Hey, bro, fuck you. I'm here for them. But what's up? You good? You know what I'm saying? So it's not I have to talk to you every day. It's not your number. It's not something, we're not talking. I don't have anything for you. Because whatever caused us to fall out, that was monumental for the both of us.
Right.
That neither one of us wanted to fix.
But because of time.
I mean, most of you women are in time in y'all relationships. Y'all not in love.
I'm a run for you if I care about you. I don't owe anybody anything.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's not a literal conversation. Don't want to.
so in just like a general sense, like you can put it however you want to. Does loyalty have a shelf life?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't have a shelf life.
That's a home run in my eyes.
And I want to spin the block, but I don't want to get on their nerves.
Yeah, because at a point, bro, she was real demonstrative in what she was saying. Because I'm saying, because niggas be doing that thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh,
Hey.
her nails is
Hey.
doing that when she.
If it was one I
when-
guessed that I don't really like,
When her nails start touching from this angle right here, oh yeah, my head is in it. Hey, what's been at the top of your week top of your mind this week, Miss Lloyd?
So there's been a lot of things, but I think one of the funniest things that stuck out to me was on the Shade Room, they were interviewing Suki, and they asked her about.
Suki.
I didn't want to stop the story. Who was that?
She is
Just quick
a
backdrop.
social media,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay. She's an
rapper.
influencer.
She's an influencer.
Okay.
And so they were like, drop some knowledge on us about Black History Month, like who are some great Black History people. And she was
They
just
set her up.
like,
They set her up.
no, she did well.
Oh, okay.
She talked about Harriet Tubman. She talked about the woman who sat at the back, who sat at
Rosa
the front.
Parks?
Rosa
Rosa Parks.
Parks. I
Okay.
always forget her name.
It's okay.
And she
Thank
was-
God they didn't ask you that question.
Oh, no, that was that.
that would have been tough.
No.
Oh,
For
yeah,
real,
she
it's
was on the
bad.
bus.
She was
I'm
hurting.
ashamed. I'm ashamed.
No,
I'm
don't be.
ashamed.
No,
Don't
you
be.
good,
Don't
you
I
be.
good.
should
Don't
have
be.
known her name.
Don't be. No, you
But she
shouldn't.
was like, Harriet Tubman was that BITCH. Like, she was running the slaves from here and there, and she was woo, woo, woo. And the people in the comments were like, oh my God, she's so disrespectful. She has no class, no tact. These are people who are a part of history and do-do-do-do-do. And I just was like, I'm sick of social media. I'm sick of
I
social
agree.
media. I'm sick of people feeling like you have to fit in this box and talk like this
Give her a hand
and
clap,
have
yeah.
these opinions
I like it too.
because to please everybody. She is her own person. She's created an image for herself, a personality for herself. And if she would have said, Harriet Tubman was one of the most influential, that's not her.
And even still, some of the people who know her well would have been like, oh, that bitch being phony. They would have looked at it possibly.
One of the hardest things for people to do is to receive the message and not the delivery.
Exactly.
If I yell at you something, you'll miss everything I said.
Exactly.
But she was giving her credit. She was saying she
Exactly.
appreciates her.
Exactly.
Now, if I would have heard it, I probably would have been like, this is annoying to me. But
Understandable.
But she's still giving her credit in
Yes.
her way. That's just how she
100%.
talks.
Absolutely.
100%.
Absolutely. And I feel like stop worrying about how the message is delivered. Just take the message.
I mean, because she gave
And
it in the way
move
that she knew
on.
how.
Yeah, because y'all
Yeah.
are irritating. Y'all are really irritating with this nitpicking stuff. Nobody's perfect.
And you
Right.
can always swipe.
You
Get
can.
off of there.
Oh my God. That's
Get
the
off of
big
there.
one. That's
Hey,
the
boy.
move on. I don't
Boy,
like
you
this.
got
You know
two
what?
of them today. You got two of them
I'm
today.
gonna flick it up. I ain't even gonna just,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna entertain.
I'm not
it.
going to comment on that. and
Yeah.
Let
put
me
you
find out
down.
both of y'all be on Tinder. How do y'all know to just swipe in one direction?
I don't be.
I mean, it's
Tinder,
social
yeah.
media, don't they all?
No.
I ain't got nothing but Facebook. I'm old.
No. So Facebook can go up and down. so
Facebook
if you
is
swiping
for old
left and
people,
right.
though.
It's still a
Yeah,
swipe.
nah. You said
Well, I
swipe.
think
Tinder,
I think
it's
TikTok
giving
got it.
Tinder.
I was like this.
It's giving Tinder, bro.
I was like,
It's giving Tinder, bro.
Hey, well, like, look,
It's giving Tinder, bro. If
checking
you
my
own
profile.
Christian Mingle, bro, just say that, bro.
I might be.
The thoughts and comments of Dennis Pittman.
Them the most easiest women.
Hey,
You hit them
man.
with some guy talk.
Hey, man.
oh my God.
Yeah, everything God did for me, man. You blessed me with these girls. I got to put my daughters in it because they cute. and
God bless
daughters-
me with these girls. So I'm
oh my God.
Girl, he believes in
feed-
God.
You feeding them fast food again? Let me come over there and cook for y'all. I got her.
God.
You see this, ladies? Watch out. Watch out.
Hey, bro, I had this conversation this morning in the barbershop. I swear, with a Miss Reed. I don't know where she teaches. But once you start having that God talk, people can't hear nothing else you say. They stuck 100%. Boy, you this condition.
That's so true.
Either way, people, let me make mention to something. I hate that this goes super dark for me because it's like I got the glare in my glasses. I need y'all to understand one thing. It's hard for black people to come together when they're not even proud of where they're from. That's tough for me. I seen something one of my guys shared. As a matter of fact, it was Shot of Breezy. Some dude was like, Joliet niggas are weird. And it was a bunch of Joliet females liking it and commenting on it. Here's the thing.
The guy was from Joliet too?
No, he was not. And that's my issue. We follow so blindly. And that's tough for me. We're in a process, man, where we're trying to build communities. We're in a process where we're trying to rebuild black faith. One, when you got a black man getting down on another black man, I don't even know why you would entertain that anyway. But secondly, if you from freaking Dalton or Harvey or Bellwood or shut the fuck up. Your block or your city is like 2 blocks long. You come down here and get Joliet money, bro, and you hate. And for all you scallywags, because I can't say what I really want to say.
He loved this city.
For all you scallywags who get behind this shit, entertaining it, throwing likes and comments and smiles, I pray that you have sex with the infected individual and your vagina falls off. I hope you get bumps on your lips, and I hope you lose your job. And because of the bumps on your lips, they choose not to hire you for another place.
Bro, I had a client
My
walk in with
God.
bumps on their lips
I'm
today. And I wanted
sick
to
of it,
ask
bro.
about them so bad. I don't know what in me
I'm sick of it, bro.
wanted to ask what these 6 bumps was.
I'm sick of it, bro. It's not even about the bumps.
Sorry.
I'm Joliet crazy, bro.
Ooh, that was
Listen,
wicked.
Anywhere you go, people are weird, bro. Period.
True.
People are weird.
True.
Don't let somebody get down on your city and you agree to the shit and they not even from your city, so they don't even. I love it here, man. I do, bro. And you know I'm super, super crazy Joliet.
You definitely are.
It's like, bro, y'all gotta chill, fam. Like, we'll never get nowhere if we continue down the road either way. I don't know. That's just me. I saw that. It bothered me. And I said, you know what? to the 7 people who gonna be watching this live on Friday. Somebody gonna say, "Bitch, did you hear what DA said, bitch? We some scallywags." You goddamn right you are. You bald head.
So did
whore.
like if a dude like it, it's annoying just as much?
It's just as annoying, but it was the females because they jocking. So I'm figuring this New York thing. I'm not jocking that B. That's like something new to say. We said jocking when we were kids. Man, stop, get off my jock, man.
People say that again?
They saying it again in New York. They saying it, but it's females jocking, and it's like, bro, this nigga's dusty and broke. Like, at least put on a new fitted if you're gonna put it in your profile picture. Let it be a new one.
So if he had money, does it change?
No, but the perception,
just wanna call him
of
names?
your follow would be easier digested because he at least looks the part. Apparently, it's the DJ down at the Edens, and I don't want to because I don't go out.
Okay.
But I did a little digging.
Well,
So
why
I-
did he say that?
Because he's a weirdo and he's from fucking Bellwood. That's why. You know, they got one nice house in that whole city. It's just, it is what it is, man. Call a spade a spade. I don't know the guy. Reached out to him. He didn't reply. So there is that. Before you come from my city, call and check in with me first. Goddamn DJ. Where's Big Worm at when you need him? Big Worm or Buddha or DJ Tiff, somebody need to be down there. What's the other guy? Be doing a holiday
T-Bone.
thing. T-Bone. Man, let's get Joliet's on. Either way, man.
What up, T-Bone?
T-Bone, what it do? I think he did our way. No, I don't think he was supposed to, but then it was COVID, so he didn't do it. Either way, I don't know. I'm off the soapbox. DP, what you got going out?
Your love for this city is unmatched, boy. And he be so serious, bro. Like, the conversations we have about this city, he's so serious. I'd be like, I live here. That's it. It's about as far as it goes for me.
Yeah, no, they gonna build
I
a
care about the
statue in
people
my
here.
likeness.
I care about the people here, but it's just the area to me.
Right.
I don't know. Maybe I'm lost.
You might be. What you got going out,
Man, thank y'all for coming out. God bless you. Good night.
Miss Lloyd? I
Thank
like your shirt.
Thank you.
I wouldn't have
you.
bought it, but I like it.
I don't think it would have
Should-
looked
yeah.
as
It
good
It wouldn't
as
have
on
looked
you
good.
as on me.
It would have looked
so.
like an Under Armour
You
winter
come in with
fit.
this shirt on this our last show.
My last thing going out is get protected. Make sure you have
Yes.
your life insurance. Make sure your family and your loved ones are taken care of before you buy that bottle of Casamigos or whatever is the popular liquor now. Let me tell you, it's not that expensive. It's not that expensive. So before you have the new Louis Vuitton, the new Fendi,
Preach.
Prada, whatever,
Preach.
make sure your family is protected and covered. And you can hit me up if you are interested in coverage.
Where can
Where
they
can I
find
get
you?
you? Yeah.
Go. I beat you.
Reach out to me on my Facebook, Mayette Lloyd, first and last name,
Spell it out for him.
MAYETLLOYD.
MIC.
You will never meet anybody else named Mayette ever. So
I used to think that about Don Talia until I found out it wasn't true. Somebody else in the world with my name. He's a loser, though.
that's disappointing.
I know, right? Because my name is so unique. Hey, Joliet, I love you even when you don't love yourself. Get some fucking life insurance and stop following losers. Hey, you guys have a good evening. Have a good one. We're going.